MotoGP speed. Doing a wheelie at 140 mile an hour. That is so fast, isn't it?
Right, so we're pushing our luck. We've got the supercharger running on the dyno on the ZX14, and we're running a 3D printed alternator case in nylon, and it looks like it's holding up for now. So we're able to get on and map and see what's occurring with the bike, and get ahead of the game before we get the parts finally machined. And it's looking pretty hopeful, and we're just remapped. So I've done a few runs, and we've uncovered a couple of issues. The usual one, which is the map sensor doesn't like boost. But on this bike, there's two map sensors. So we've got to devise two voltage clamps so that we don't give the ECU too high a voltage and put the engine management light on, which in turn changes to a map that we've got no control over, so it won't idle and it generally screws things up. Once we get that out of the way, then I think we're going to be pretty good to go to map this fully and consistently. We've seen some good boost. We've not revved right out yet, but we've seen very similar power and very similar boost to what we do on the Hayabusa. Got a little bit more bottom end, so it's all looking really hopeful. I'm going to play around a little bit more today, but we've really got to sit down and work out how we're going to get these map sensors to perform as we need, so that the map that we put into the ECU is the one that's the bike's actually using. It happens with virtually all the bikes, anything over 10 pound a boost, and the stock map sensors don't like it. So we know we've got that to do. So that'll probably get done Monday, Tuesday next week. And then we'll start boxing it all up. If that case is still in one piece, we might even get on the road with it. So yeah, very positive, getting very close to a running vehicle with some proper horsepower. The Akrofovich full system on here isn't that restrictive. We've taken the cats out, which were just slid into the pipe, so these cans are pretty well straight through, but it's a very long exhaust system, and I think it will affect peak power, but even so, I think we'll still get some pretty nice numbers out of it. So we've got an idle, she's a little bit lean on idle. Just a work in progress. We'll fine tune the map as we go along, get as much done as we can today. Like I say, it's a bit lean on idle. We'll do a pull on it very shortly. So yesterday we did a bit of work with the bike, and we realised that we were running short on fuel. So you can see on the dyno graphs here, if I highlight yesterday's run, you can see that we're starting to make some good power, 6,500 revs. Then it started to level out. That's because we're starting to run really lean. So obviously it's not going to make power if it's running 15:1 air fuel ratio. You can see where the boost was down here. So we was running nearly 11 pounds of boost at 7,500 RPM. So this was looking really good. This was looking on par with what we've seen with the Hayabusas, same pulley ratio, same engine RPM. We're getting the same sort of boost. Like I say, the mixture strength was leaning out, so we're losing power. So we've addressed the fuel issue by spinning the fuel pump faster like we do on the Hayabusa, because it's a strange little pump in the tank. That's got a lot of capacity if you stick another 6 volts to it. So we're running 18 volts to the fuel pump. So we've now got plenty of fuel, but we haven't got any boost. The blue run is the boost there. Look, we were running 11 pound of boost. Now we're running, what's that say? Not a lot, £5 of boost, yeah, £5 of boost. And as the revs go, we're revving right out to nearly the rev limiter. We're getting a whole 9 pounder boost at the rev limiter. So we've gained a boost leak somewhere. So we always knew that having the chassis as an airbox, as a plenum chamber, was going to cause us issues. So now we're going to find out where this boost leak is. So watch this space. So now I'll do a smoke test. So this is my smoke generating machine. So we put some air into the machine, which pumps out and goes round to wherever we put it on the engine. In this case, we put it, you'll see in a moment, we'll put it on the air intake to the supercharger. And in there, we put baby oil. So a nice little glob of Johnson's baby oil. Press this button here, and we get a heater. The heater, the heater cooks the baby oil and warms it up, and it creates a lot of smoke. The smoke goes down the pipe, pushes through the whole system in the engine. So when we've done this, we find that we've got a couple of leaks. And I'm still not convinced that it can be the total amount of air we're missing at the moment, because we're missing quite a lot of air. We've lost like 50% of the air. But if you look down here, oh, I've just seen another leak. Just seen another leak. Look, look. We've got smoke coming out of here. So where's that coming from? That's coming from right underneath the tank. So we've got to have an eyeball on where the smoke's coming from there. But in addition to that, we've got a pinhole in the intercooler. Can you see that? Smoke puthering away. And then underneath here, when he gets round to it, there's a hole in the casting and the headstock. And you'll see up there, look, it's really pouring out of there. A lot of smoke coming out of there. So we've got at least 3 leaks. We've got that one, that's just a blob of weld. This one, I think this hole, I can tap a thread in there and put a screw with a Doughty washer to blank that off. And then we've got to lift this baby up and find out where this other leak's coming from. And look, we've got a leak around the edge of this case. So we've got enough leaks to cause us quite a significant loss in boost, I would suggest. So I need to get stuck in and stop the leaks, and then perhaps we'll make some more power.